Have you ever lived in a house where there is a baby and the elders kept telling you, keep talking to the baby, keep talking to the baby, and then fast forward a couple of months, that baby starts babbling, and then fast forward a couple of months, that baby starts speaking, and you're asking yourself, wow, that is interesting. Well, that is because that baby is like a sponge. All of the information that we are talking to that baby is absorbing that information, and that baby is learning how to speak back to us. When you think about artificial intelligence, when you think about machine learning, think about a babbling baby, the growth process of a baby. This is going to make this lesson way understandable for you. Welcome to lesson 1. So here you have the evolution of AI and machine learning. And what happens, the story behind this is that in 1959, a computer scientist that was named Arthur Samuel, he created a checkers program that could learn by playing against itself. And it played both sides of the board and taught itself strategy through observation. You remember how a baby is sitting in a house and observing everything that you all are doing and observing all of the things that you all are saying to the baby? That is why I use that analogy. The more the machine played, the more it saw patterns on how to win. Computer scientists didn't program the machine to play checkers. It learned through its own experience, and then Arthur Samuels called it machine learning. So that is why we are looking at this evolution of AI and machine learning. So at this first stage, you have this Arthur Samuels checkers program, and then the machine now starts teaching itself, and as it learns, it gets better. And at some point, this machine is practically winning over the people that programmed it. It is beating them at these games because the machine is teaching itself as much as it can, and it is getting better. Each time it is getting better. So now we go to internet explosion, and this is the 1990s. Bear in mind, we started in the 1950s because this Arthur Samuels program started in the 1950s, right? And then that is 1959. And then now we fast forward to 1990s. What happens in the 1990s? You got on the internet, I got on the internet. We started searching for particular things. We started creating accounts, reaching out to friends, talking to each other, sending emails left and right, creating websites, creating ads and whatever. And what happened? Just imagine a situation where from the 1950s, where they created all of this, teaching the games with the computer was teaching itself how to play the games. What was it lacking? It was lacking you and I giving it as much information as possible. It was lacking those things. And because we now come in the 1990s and we pour in all of this information, it's like a desert, and then water comes pouring in. Just think about how much it learned. So the most important ingredient for machine learning, for AI to be where it is today, it is data. So I know so many people are thinking about the ethics of AI and what AI should do and what AI should not do. And that is important. But the thing is that the AI train has already left the station. We all have to get into it and learn as much as possible and learn as fast as possible, else we are going to be left out. In the time when the internet boomed, there were people who were like, we do not like this internet. We do not like it. It is going to cost us. Guess what? It changed the world. So regardless of how you feel about AI, you have to start learning it as soon as possible. And if you're thinking like, who is this? My name is Sylvie. I am a trained teacher and a PhD holder. Recently, I lost my job, and in my bid to sort of find my way back, I realized that the school system did not prepare me for the real world. So now I am on a mission to make sure that I learn the things that I would have preferred to have learned in school, and those topics are health, wealth, relationships, and artificial intelligence. If you're interested in artificial intelligence, come back every Fridays. There is going to be a new video for you. If you do not like watching videos, there's a Substack newsletter. Subscribe to it and you can just read the newsletter and you do not have to watch the video. But thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in relationships, watch this video here, because I think you are going to find a lot of value from this video. If you're someone who thinks that you're overthinking and you're trying to figure out what is my place in the world, watch it, because there's a science as to how our brains work. Watch it, and I'm sure you are not going to regret it. I am going to see you all in the next one. Bye.